Alright, here's the video review for FansToys QUAKEWAVE FT-03T. This is the toy version, and it's basically the exact same figure as the original QUAKEWAVE in a different, slightly darker color scheme. There's not a whole lot of huge differences. I do have the rotating forearm attached. He does come with the rotating forearm and the light-up forearm. He does include the light-up forearm. You can see the LED there. I don't have the right size batteries for this, and I couldn't get them at a local store, so it would have taken several days to order one. And but he does light up. There's a little switch under here that lights up. His head lights up as well. Again, the battery size I couldn't find locally. But if you want to see him glow, you can look at my original QUAKEWAVE video review where I do show it off, but it does come with both those pieces. So yeah, and like I said, it's basically the exact same figure. He's got a nice heft and gun mode, and he's just like a darker purple plastic here. Now this was announced before they announced the Masterpiece Shockwave, although FansToys just announced Hot Rod as well, so who knows what they're thinking over there. But it is out, and it is a very good, solid figure. I remember recommending it very highly in my original review, and nothing has changed. It's a very nice, good, solid Shockwave. Like I said, it's just got a good feel in the hand in gun mode, and cool. They did change the hose here. On the original one, it was more of a smooth hose, like on the original toy. This one gives it some texture and then some detail. On the hose, it's a little thicker. So we start off by just removing this piece off the end here. Just crack that open. Lift it up off the gun arm. Fold that down. And we basically turn it inside out here. That's going to form his backpack in robot mode. So just turn it around inside out like that, square it up, set it off to the side. Transformation, like I said, it's the same toy. It's exactly the same transformation. Go ahead and lift this up and untab these two pieces right here. Fold them down into the legs. It's one for each handled piece here. And extend the legs out. Go ahead and split them if you want. But extend those down, open them up, rotate the thigh piece around there. Fold this piece around. You can see it's got some notches here, so fold it down and around onto the leg. Flip this panel up. Same on this. Oh, actually, we want to leave the leg like that and rotate it at the thigh, because when you rotate at the thigh, you can see like there it's centered. When you rotate in the thigh, it puts a little off-center toward the middle, which allows these to collapse properly. So don't rotate it down here, rotate it up here at the thigh. Bring it down, flip that up, and close that onto the leg. Then the feet, you flip out the die-cast foot here. Use the toe section. There's a heel section in here that can be a little difficult to get going, but once you get it lifted up, you can flip it out. And there his legs done. For the upper body, I'm going to leave this sticking out right now. Up here on the upper body. Before you start flipping the arms down, it's easier to go ahead and open this up, flip this down, whole chest panel down, maybe untab his arms a little bit, slide the gun arm over here, open these up a little bit, open this panel up, flip up his head, and again there's that switch that will allow his eye to light up. But again, you need the right size battery for that. It's a 1020 for the head and 1025 for the arms, although I guess a 1025 will also work for the arm as well. Bring his arms down and around like that. And as you've got the rotating piece on, rotate this around to the underside of the arm. You can see it still matches up. That just gives him a little bit more posability, freedom in the arm. Come down here. Flip out his hand. This comes with just the clear plastic hands. It does not include the solid colored hands. I don't know if one of the versions comes with the solid colored hands, or if those will be an add-on part again, or if they're only going to be doing the translucent pieces. I'm not sure on that. If you have the solid colored hands from the original run of QUAKEWAVE, you can, of course, use those. Go ahead and bring it down here. There he is in robot mode. Well, not quite done. We got to put the backpack on. So the backpack attaches. This little clip goes right into a slot on his back. You want to lift this panel up, and just slide that right in there, all the way in. You can close that into the backpack. Then this piece folds up and can fold up against the bottom of the backpack as well. Sorry, I just knocked my tripod off there. Yeah, just fold that up against the backpack. And there's QUAKEWAVE in robot mode. He's got front to back and side to side on the head. I don't think the head itself is on a ball joint, but it does, even with the battery in there, it's all self-contained in the head, so you can turn his head, have it look up, have it look down a little bit. Ratcheting at the shoulders, and then a swivel forward and back. He's got a bicep swivel, hinged elbow. He does have a wrist swivel here on the hand. Obviously the gun stays in place. Bicep swivel, he does have a waist swivel there. Hips that ratchet forward and back, swivel in and out. Thigh swivel, above knee swivel. He's got a ratcheting knee hinge. He's got ankle tilt, and then he's got the posable toes. So you can get him in a good wide variety of poses with the feet. Now the one problem with using the rotating forearm is because the wires aren't coming and the LED aren't coming up into the gun itself. It does tend to sit a little loose and slide a little bit. There's all sorts of remedies for that. You could put a little bit of nail polish on the track or whatever. But one minor issue with the rotating arm. Personally, I like the rotating arm because of the way it helps transformation. I like having that hose coming out the underside of his arm versus having it come around and on top. But you do lose the light up feature and a little bit of stability there on the gun itself. Now we did a pretty decent size comparison with him back when I reviewed the first model. We'll bring in a few extra ones. Again, these are the toys I have here at work. I've got a big box of stuff in here with me today, so I didn't really bring a whole lot of extra figures, but we can compare them with some new stuff. We have seen him with MP10 in my original video. So, but there he is with Terror. You can see they're about the same height. They actually look pretty good together. Here he is with Voyager Brainstorm and Ariel Lemons Voss there. So he's bigger than a Voyager, much heftier than a standard release toy as well, because he's got a lot of die cast. A good, like I said, he's got a really nice heft to him. Here he is with Robots in Disguise Deluxe Grimlock. Kind of fitting, wrong Grimlock, but kind of fitting. So yeah, nice, big, hefty. He really is a great representation of Shockwave. Like I said, with the Masterpiece announced, I don't know how that will affect sales of this one. If you're if you already had this on pre-order, if it's already paid for, don't fret. You're going to get a great Shockwave. I really do like this. This version, QUAKEWAVE, really is a good, solid toy, and is generally universally praised. I think, in general, but I really like. I really liked it from the get-go. He does have individually posable fingers over here. I forgot to show that off. On the translucent hand, you can see they're hinged all around there. And then he's got a ball joint thumb there that can rotate around. So yeah, very nice representation of Shockwave. Darker plastic on this toy version. You can see he's very, very much in the dark here. Let's see if we can lighten him up a little bit so you can see some more details. But yeah, overall, a really nice representation of Shockwave. Very hefty, very solid, and like I said, I would have recommended this in a heartbeat had Hasbro or Takara not announced an official one coming. But I don't have that. I haven't messed with the Takara one. Obviously, will it be better than this one or not? I don't know. But this really is a great representation of Shockwave if you're looking for one and you don't want to wait.